Rainollon here. Today is another build showcase and it's the dual Zoren Prime. So let us immediately start. Let's start with the mods first. So the mods I'm using on my dual Zoren Prime. Swirling Tire, which is the stance. I like this stance a lot. It's very straightforward. You constantly spin around, attack, and constantly moving forward. It's just quite nice. Given as Elementalist, which gives you plus 80 status damage. Given as Steel gives you critical chance. Both of them have the exact same system. After 4 kills it gives you something. This one gives you 120 status chance after 4 kills. And this one gives you 120 critical damage after 4 kills. Prime Reach for range. Blood Rush, 40% critical chance. Stacks with combo multiplier. Weeping Wound gives you 40% status chance. Stacks with combo multiplier. After like 12 acts, which is the cap. Combo multiplier, both of them give you like 440%. This one gives you stash chance, this one gives you critical chance. Shocking Touch for plus 9 electricity. Condition Overload, which gives you plus 80 melee damage per status type affecting on target. You're going to proc a bunch of elements, so this is going to help you with single target DPSing and also clearing. And Quickening. You don't need a huge amount of attack speed. Quickening is more than enough. This weapon has a pretty solid attack speed overall. Quickening gives you 40% attack speed and also plus 20% combo counter chance, which is quite nice. So that's pretty much it here. Those are the mods. For the Arcane, of course, melee influence on melee electricity, which we do have. Shocking Touch right here. We're going to proc electricity, and there is a 20% chance for the electricity and other status effects to spread in a 20-meter radius for 18 seconds. Which is going to help us with clear and proccing a bunch of elements everywhere, which is really nice. So that's the Arcane. The passive, this is a nostalgia passive, which is called Coptering. Airborne melee slide attacks with boost movement speed. Landing cancels the effect. So back then we didn't have bullet jumping or anything like that, so people were to jump into the air, do a spin attack, and you'll like really fast move forward. It was called Coptering, which was really funny. Then later on, they implemented the whole bullet jumping system and also a huge amount of movement into the game. And Coptering kind of died. So this passive here is mostly a nostalgia passive, is a meme passive, and it's a bad passive. It's kind of, you can utilize it of course, but it's nothing mind-blowing. So that's the passive. The stats, attack speed is quite good. Range is fine for this weapon type. Combo duration is 5 seconds. With primary and secondary dexterity, it goes up to 20 seconds. Follow through 50%, which is horrible. Critical chance is good. Crit multi is good. Stash chance is fine. And total damage is not that great. Overall, the stats on these weapons are fine for dual wielding swords. So that's pretty much it here. I think I'm done here. Those are the stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane. And it's time for me to show you the dual Zoren's Prime in game. So let us immediately start. Finally, we're inside a mission. This is up against the corrupted enemies, Ani, Steel Path, Void. It's a survival. So I'm going to show you the weapon in here. It's already doing orange crits. I'm already at 12x. It's quite easy with a fast attack speed weapon. And also the Quickening gives you 20 additional combo counter chance, which is going to help you with getting your 12x quite fast. Right now I'm using no buffs or armor strip, just raw damage from the weapon itself. Electricity and slash have the exact same amount of damage, so it's battling between proccing slash or electricity. And yeah, this is pretty much it right now. Just straightforward. These guys getting procced a bunch of slash and electricity right there. I think I saw like 30 stacks electricity. A bunch of slash stacks as well. So it's overall solid without no buffs. But with buffs you're definitely going to utilize buffs with this setup. It only has a little bit of slash, which did get changed. Slightly nerfed, I will say, when they changed the armor and health value. The slash got kind of nerfed, but it still can kill and help you with DPS. And electricity. Electricity does need help, especially with influence, so you're definitely going to use a buffer. So I'm going to use Nourish and Amber's first ability. Nourish gives me viral, Amber's first ability gives me heat, And I'm going to spread that heat and viral in a 20-meter radius thanks to influence. And this is going to help me a ton at clearing. The enemy density is kind of bad right now. I don't know where the hell are the enemies, but I think I'm just killing them very fast. Influence is just quite nice. I know a lot of people don't like influence. I know why. Every melee has to use it. A lot of people want to run away from it, but we all have to agree that influence is just really good at clearing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just hold E. Move forward, your character is constantly attacking, moving forward. You can also hold right click. And my Ember is like doing some small leaps, spinning sometimes. Use my buffs again. Now I'm going to show you the passive, and this is the passive. You're going to jump into the air and do a spin attack. And you move really fast forward. So like I said, back then we didn't have this whole running, holding control and jumping to the air, double tapping space and doing the bullet jump. We didn't have that. It was this. This is what we had. You just jump into the air and just do coptering. It was so dumb. But yeah, that was like the gimmick behind coptering. It's a funny passive. It's like I said, nostalgia, but it's not a good passive. You sometimes are going to like push yourself forward just to get to enemies, which can sometimes look cool, but it's nothing mind-blowing. So with Weeping Wounds and Galvanized Steel, I'm reaching orange crits. Guarantee, yeah, it's pretty much guarantee orange crits. Sash chance is definitely over 100% now. And I'm proccing a bunch of elements. Ember also isn't a great buffer, but she's doing absolutely fine. So now I'm just going to wait for the Acolyte to spawn, and give me a second. Oh, never mind. Here he is. Let's see. I'm not going to... No, I'm going to use buffs. I'm going to use Ember's buffs. Oh, I nearly died. But he died before me. That was fine. I didn't use any armor strip. It was viral heat, electricity, and sometimes slash doing all the work. Mostly heat, electricity. Because they have the highest damage and they have the highest chance to be proc with status. But yeah, it's absolutely fine. Free forma setup works straightforward. I'll say it's one of the best primed dual wielding weapons. It doesn't beat Incarnons, of course, it doesn't beat the dual Ikers, doesn't beat the Okina, but it beats the other prime weapons. It beats the Nami Solo, it beats the Kamas, it beats the Korra one, I don't remember the name. It beats all of those. Alright, I'm finally done. I can now leave. So give me a second and be right back. That was it. That was the dual Zorens. Remember, use primary and secondary dexterity to extend your combo duration so you don't lose it. And yeah, I will say the dual Zorens are fine. We do have stronger power creep. We have the Incarnons, we have some other weapons and some other weapon types who are like much better than this, but it doesn't have bad. Good crit damage, good attack speed, solid range. I can easily fix the status chance by using Weeping Wound and also the Galvanized Elementalist. I think the only downside is the base damage is kind of below average right now to melee weapons, but everything else is fine. The passive sucks, like I said, but overall it's a fine weapon. I will recommend. I hope you enjoy the build. Thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like, sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.